progress.
Thank you very much, Borut. So again, welcome to, let's say, Slovenia and Maribor. We are currently near Maribor. It's -2 degrees centigrade, and proper winter. We have something which we want to have for a Christmas. I believe this will still wait for another 14 years, but despite the fact that this is nice to see in the morning when you have -9 degrees Celsius, it's not nice to go to job. So this is one thing which we still need to consider. And as I said, let me start with a story. Story isn't nice because I will never forget a moment when my first project was rejected. And actually, that was my moment when I think I will never do anything in such a, project writing again. It was 1997, it's quite a long time ago. And for the next 7 years, I didn't try to apply, and I was only partner in the project. So that was nice, not nice story. And goal for today is to show you how to start your Erasmus Plus project, to present you cutting-edge strategies and tools which you can start using today. Even if you will not join our meeting, you will get today a lovely tools which you can start using it, and with some kind of work, you will eliminate fear about project writing. I want you to take out the guesswork out of the equation and to show that the project writing should be tricky and time-consuming. That should be easy job because we need to focus on what our project is about. We are not trying to show, that writing is important. Writing is important, but it's not the most important thing when you create a Erasmus project. So my idea for today is to show you one of the most important tools I can give you to, to start writing proper projects. So, of course, this is also an invitation for our 10 weeks hands-on education, which really prove that it's nice things to have. So, who am I? I'm Igor Razbornik, and I'm a man with a mission. My mission is to teach you how to make your projects better and, most important, fundable, meaning that you will start to work on a project which really will, get the funds, and at the end of the story that you will change what you want to change with your project. So this is me. And what is the 10 weeks, 10 teams education? This is the third project education in a row. We started in 2020, and we started with just part of the education, what we will show today. Last year, we have much more, let's say, specialized education with the online classroom for the first time, in which we figured out that it's very important for everyone, because you will have all the recordings. Whatever we will do here, you will have recorded, and also just split by the section, so you can just go back and see what you need to do and how you will do it. And this year, we will start even with more sophisticated plan. So we will start with strategically plan what we need to do before we start to write, and of course, win Erasmus Plus project. So this year, we even did our first sports 10 weeks 10 team this year. I see some of my friends who are from our projects together. I see Biljana here from Macedonia. We did things together for Jan is today not here, but in any case, this was also the part of what we did here. important stuff here is that we, with our methodology education, we get recognized, and under the support of Slovenian Olympic Committee, we started to this. So Olympic Committee invite us to help Slovenian sport people to start writing Erasmus project, despite the fact that we later invited many more sportists all across the Europe to start to write the project and eventually finish it. So, and also I just got one very, nice news. Diana yesterday just showed me that Portuguese National Agency is interested in one project to join kickoff in Slovenia, which is something I never heard before. So we have a project in Portugal, and Portugal National Agency will fly to Slovenia to be part of our education. And this is a project Preinfinity. Here is also, I believe, Alexandra from Serbia, which started 2 years ago with this project. And just, can you please?
Yes, hello.
Can you please turn off the microphone, please?
Participant Simon, can you hear us? Could you please mute yourself? Thank you.
Okay. So again, we just got the news about the Portuguese National Agency, which is interested to join us in the kickoff in Slovenia. This was the Preinfinity project, and Erasmus call, this is evaluation sheet, and we got 89 points, which is something, we really looking for. And Alexander Borovic, I believe that you're very happy about that. And in 10 days, in 1 month, we will host you here in Slovenia, and I'm really looking forward to do that. So, okay. Yes. Evaluation was something we just, said the application demonstrate a strong proposal in all the evaluation criteria. So why I'm showing this, because I'm always saying that we need to really fulfill all the, spaces and all the sectors in the application. If not, we are not good. This is just one of the example. I will show you later much more example of what we did, but we need to brag with something. This is really good stuff. So actually, I will go a little more about how everything started. I already told you everything started with the bad evaluations, and this first project was 1997, and later on I started with a different project in Leonardo da Vinci framework 6 and 7 social funds. I was the leader of really big educational project in Slovenia and Bosnia and Montenegro, and I have a startup in the United States and Slovenia. But what I'm now really passionate about, from 2015, I'm starting to analyze failures. So actually, almost 10 years, I'm studying what I did to fail, to improve, to change, to do something more. So my question was always, if this is a, for example, application which is 100 pages long document, what is our strategy? How to start working. So open it to start to write, or, what is our strategy? How one should start an application writing? And, that was really years of brainstorming. Everybody who was in my office here, they know I have 5 meters long whiteboard, and I try to write everything there to see, to try to evaluate my thoughts. And after the few years, I developed methodologically what is the right strategies, and try to find the proper ways. And then I started to test my system with the workshop all across the Europe. And that was very important stuff, because in every of those feedback workshops, I got the feedbacks, which is, I believe, the most important stuff when you create something from the beginning. Then I started to develop online educational materials to reach more people, so this is one of the facts for today. And if you haven't, just type #projects with Igor in your search engine, in the browser, so you can see my materials on the web, in the YouTube, in the Facebook, and there is a really great amount of material, which is definitely everything for free, So from this quest, project development framework was born. This is the system which guides you from the beginning to end when you need to develop your project idea until the end of when you need to write the thing. So today I will go through the complete system to show you how this is important, what you can do, and when you should use it. So experience with my project development framework is that I have now much shorter development time. I have deeper insight into the project problem and the solution. I have tools to find innovative solution for the problem. I started cooperative project writing approach. I will show you later what does that mean. And we started with a much higher approval rate, meaning that practically 80% of our application is approved for the first time. This is great stuff. If you will approve it, if you will get rejected, your job is to improve it and get it approved the next time. So this is the normal stuff, and I will also show you how to do this later. Okay, so a lot of people asking me why I'm doing this, sharing all the information which I really try to develop in the last 10 years, when other wants to keep for themselves. And there is, for me, is a great return and happiness when I see that people start using something which I developed, and this really do this connecting minds. I have now much more friends all across the Europe, so just because of the things, and then we have time for cooperation. I learn a lot of things for other people and give each other opportunity. And of course, when I develop something for them, they develop something for me, and we are, growing together. And I still believe the happiest people are not those getting more, but those giving more. And this is one of the things is about my wish, about my vision. So let's start with, a little story or a little path, what I need to do to understand the project. And you will see that I have about 5 aha moments. Maybe some of those moments will also be for you, and let's see how this will work. One fact, very curious fact, that Erasmus plus national agency does not have any holistic education on how to develop Erasmus Plus project to fit their own requirements. What does that mean? If you will go to the national agency to participate on their education, what you will see there is to open the e-form and what you need to write where. But what before that? How to organize things, what you need to consider, when you need to go, what to put together, when to find evidence, how to, persuade evaluators. So this is the everything which nobody started to think about that, and that was really important information for me. So, aha moment number 1, what are really the components of Erasmus Plus project? So what I'm showing you here, there is nowhere in no Erasmus guidebook, in no Erasmus program defined. And this is, I just get all the elements of Erasmus out, and get all those let's say, quadrants. And then I'll try to organize this data to see how they are connected, what they need to do first, what they have influenced the other, and based on that, I start to develop the complete system, which is then much easier to use, When you'll see the beginning, the structure is maybe confusing, but in our education, we have 10 weeks to go this frame to another and see why they are important and how influence the other part of the application. And we will go at the beginning from the why, why we are doing this project, who is affected, what is our innovation, how we will do it. And this is one of the things which are really important later when we will develop it. So our Erasmus Plus project is path from current situation to the improved situation, meaning that at the beginning we have something where we figure it out that there is a problem, and with our Erasmus Plus project we want to improve it. This is the core of Erasmus Plus project. So some problem which we need to improve, and that of course give the value to somebody. So at the beginning we need to know why we are doing and how this problem affects us. And we never start our application with what? That was the basic mistake a lot of people is doing. So they're starting writing their project application. We will do this and this and that education. And people don't know why. Why will do 10 education? Why for the parents? Why for this? So this is the probably wrong approach. So always you need to start with the why, and then who is affected? What is the problem? Who is affected? And with that, you will tell your evaluator, I know the problem. I know the problem, and this is something which should be changed. And then you will tell how you will solve this problem and what will be changed, which is at the end of the day, impact of your project. And that will tell the evaluator, I know how to fix it. I know how to fix it. I'm the proper guy for doing that. And this is very important for the evaluators to say, okay, the guys knows what is the problem, how they will do it, and they know how to fix it. And this is the very important point for that. The aha number 2 was that collaborative project writing. What does that mean? When you will open eForm, actually meaning that you will only one person can work on it. And that actually only means that only one mind will start to think about the project, and nobody will help you until it is ended. So our aha moment is, let's do that shared document. So we use all the content from the eForm, create the team template in the Google Documents, and start to write together, meaning that somebody writes something, another give the comments, this should be different, this is another thing we need to change, and then suddenly from the one-man band, we start a big band, a party band, which really at the end of the day, create much better project. And this is what we are doing. So collaborative writing is another thing which I am strongly suggest. Even I need to say, I really don't do anything anymore. And why is that important? Because I see so many different things. So few years ago, when I posted this on the Facebook, that solo project writing times are over, I got so many different, feedbacks that no, I can do this alone much better than in the tools and so on. I mean, it is true. I still need to say that probably 80%, even more projects are written by one person and giving to the partner just to sign it off and say, yeah, this is good, because nobody wants to invest time if they don't need to. But the quality cannot be the same if 5 people is doing this properly. And that's why I think that international partnership have much better chances to be approved. development will be quicker, text will be more professional, results will be better, impact improved. So that's why my system with a collaborative working on the proper thing is much more efficient. And this is why I still think that we need to change few mindset, let's say, or we need to change how we attract or how we start to do things. So my very important and always I'm laughing about this when I saying to start think properly is to delete your Word from your computer. Delete your Word, meaning word processor, which was just for one person. This is not for using anymore. And number 3 was that preparation templates, project writing tools, and artificial intelligence. I know that a lot of people waiting for just this moment, what can artificial intelligence do in the project writing? And today I will show a lot of things about that. So I created special templates for project development. We started with how we will create idea development template. And then we have the project application template where, as many people can participate as they want. And at the end of the day, we also do the templates for finances. Our finances are so easy to develop that actually we have developed all the finances is, if not in 1 hour, we can create it in 1 morning, which is perfectly for somebody, probably my colleagues will laugh now, especially Galena, who is responsible for the finances. But actually, that should not be a problem anymore after this thing. So I also do a lot of research and find dedicated online tools to prepare best text. So today I will show the consensus. Boruj find it few weeks ago, and I will today also show how I'm doing with the artificial intelligence. I will find the tool which is actually for use for the marketing, and because they're saying on the first page Facebook ads, a lot of people just missed it, and today I'll show you how you can use it for project writing. And of course, we have a Grammarly, which is very nice tool, which will improve your project writing for 10 times, because it will structure your sentence in the way that will be much easier to understand, and because the better you will prepare the text to be understandable, greater chance is to be approved. So then I put everything into one process. So when you start here and define the problem and the causes and consequences of the project, at the end of the day, you will have everything ready to do it. So we will go just one by one of this, let's say, boxes, and then the end we will have our project done. And the fourth aha was when I understand human learning, not on the way how we were taught in the pedagogy academy or adult education, but actually there is 3 very distinctive phases for the people who doing everything, including Erasmus Plus project. So I saw people in the Erasmus project starting with the first phase, which is experience. When a lot of people talking about the project, every time the first thing people say, yes, we will travel, we will go, there, we will have fun, we will, see a new world, nice pictures, we will post it on the Instagram. And this is what we see at the beginning as the most important part of Erasmus Plus project. Then start growth, meaning that you see that actually it's not just being there and have fun and see new world, but you see things how other people is doing, and actually you start to be uncomfortable because they are much better than you. You don't know, have skills, and you start to, you know, learn a lot to be like them. You got, you know, if you're a teacher, you go, you know, maybe for a shadowing and see that they are doing totally different, much better. So you need to start and see it, you know, and we will read a lot of books, and it's a really nice picture here, you know, when you start to read something and this is, I need to do this. And this is when you start to grow. You know, so from first for the experience, then you go to the growth, and then in the third phase, you will start to contribute to the society. You will see in every Erasmus Plus project program that what you need to do is contribution to society, but you need to go to through these phases. So if you will do your first project, I don't believe that you will contribute a lot. You will learn a lot, you will have experience that you'll grow, and at the end of the day, you will do your contribution. Whatever contribution is, you know, help kids or help other, or you know, teach people. And this is also my mission. You know, after all this experience and growth, you know, I now try to contribute with everything I know, the way that altogether have, you know, much more than before. So, you know, when I giving something to people giving me back and invite me to the things which I never been before. So this is really nice story. So this is the reason why a lot of projects still don't, you know, do a lot of impact. They cannot do. People are still not in the way. and you will not see that, you know, in any project to describe that this is the truth. And, you know, you should think about this as well. And of course, number 5, when I figured it out that your project is also your business idea. Just imagine your project, you know, will get, for example, 250,000 euros. For what is this money? For the results only? Definitely not. Because, you know, you need to go through all those processes, from experience to growth to prepare your project. So, you know, the European Union and the Erasmus Plus project is giving you money to educate yourself, to grow, to be better, you know, in that. And your project is also the business idea, you know. So I went from 30 to 80% of approval rate when I started from vision of the project. This will be the first session we will have. What is the vision of the project? How to define it? At the beginning, you need to know what you want to do. It is not doing the stuff and at the end of the day, let's see what is my job, what I want to do here. Then when I really knew who is the real buyer of the application, everybody who was already with me know what is the reason. But, you know, when I'm asking that on the local face-to-face workshop, you know, the answer, who is the real buyer, as European Union. Who is the European Union? There is no person behind. Actually, your application is read by evaluator. So your real buyer is evaluator. And if you know that some human will read your application and evaluate, you need to understand how evaluation process work. And you need to start selling the idea to the person, not to some imaginary institution, and persuaded that I need the money. I don't persuade anymore. I'm selling my idea. This is my idea because I will change this and this. And after I have really applied some marketing techniques, you know, this is, text is totally different than before, you know? And so what are the results of the last year, 10 weeks, 10 teams? I will give you some statistics and facts based on what I already said here. And that is the last 2 years, a lot of skepticism was at the beginning. I need to say, I will not lie. At the beginning, skepticism, because normally you start totally different than before. I didn't do that, before. Why should I doing this, But I always say, if you want to have the same results, then you need to do the same things as before. If you want to have changed better results, you need to do something different. And I'm offering something different. So people, after taking only the first 2 lessons, see that the participants understand the Erasmus Plus nuances, meaning that, all the projects, programs are different. For example, Horizon is different than Erasmus Plus, and you need to understand it. So actually, my goal now is to use only Erasmus Plus project, because I can go deeply, understand it, and give you much more support than if I will cover 5 different programs. And when you will, people start to adopt the things which are really critical as success, like cooperation, sharing the idea, working to the common file, before people just, this is my idea, somebody else will steal it. But, this is not the fact anymore. Nobody, I can give you my next year 3-4 different ideas, and my project will be totally different than yours. So why should I cover it? So you will definitely need to change your mindset, and in first 2 lessons, you will do why you need to do it. And, you need to understand first, average acceptance rate. And this is acceptance rate is calculated by the last year, acceptance, available budget was 36 million, and people want to have 152 million. Okay, again, somebody can turn off the microphone, please. Okay. Okay, let's see that everything is okay. So if you calculate it by this number, you figure it out that the acceptance rate is 24%. This is actually 24% of the applications are approved. So whatever we will do greater than that means that our, education is working. And the first year we had, for the statistic, we have 17 projects approved from these 10 weeks, and we have 81% acceptance rate. This is more than 3 times that normally people are using this. So, and we have already best results, which was 98 points, and we still cannot believe that. And when we got these results, we have a fun story that everybody asking where we did lose 2 points. What's happening? And, this was a really nice story, and we had 5 very good projects. We just need to reapply because, have some, we have one really nice project, Intelligent but Lazy, when university failed to get Erasmus Plus charter, so our application was never evaluated. Brainfinity had no negative feedback, was on the reserve list, but next year we already got it with the, I already told you, with the 89 point, and the national agency member from the Portugal will come to Slovenia to participate in that. And we are looking forward to do this. And we have another project with the 90 points in Greece, and what's still in the reserve list. That was probably, we need to reapply somewhere else in that time. So statistic for the last year was that we have 14 projects approved, and we have about 70% success rate. With a little problem with that, as I said, 89% is the best point, and we had 400,000 euros project, which is, one of the biggest money you can get it. And we have 5 very good projects which are still not accepted yet. This is a different story, and I took it out of the, the percentages, but still, if you have 70% is almost 3 times as much as is normal acceptance rate. So we are persistent, 3 times better than normal acceptance rates if you are using our system. So it's worth changing your methodology, your thinking, your mindset, your approach, and give a different possibility a chance. So I will go now a little and say what other participants said about their experience in education. I also have here one who will actually in live tell what is going on. But before that, let's see. This is a real testimonials you can still see in my Facebook page. For example, Zlata said that you changed my criteria for webinars. Suddenly, most of them I found boring and full of theory, because here there is no just theory. If I tell, we should do it that way, the next moment I will try to apply it, and I will show you how we will apply it later to do it. Then Christina is also today here. If somebody wants to ask if this is real or not, she can tell you. And, the projects, Igor sessions are a lifetime opportunity. I really think that some of us get aha moments more than others. But in any case, I'm really, really happy that people have this thinking about that. Kristina Cvetkovic said that, very professional, dedicated, highly skilled coach and leader. And you can see that also on the webpage. Just go on the 10 weeks, 10 teams or Erasmus Plus projects with Igor and check the reviews. And I will also ask to honestly give your feedback and your review after ending our 10 weeks, 10 teams here, because I believe that when people give the honest review, this is the best thing. Even they said, okay, this should be a little different, because this is also opportunity for me to improve the things, and this is best for everyone, not just said that, this is the thing what we need to do. Okay, Alma, are you here to tell one thing about your experience from previous year? Alma, are you here? Alma is
yes,
not
I'm here. Yes, I'm here. Sorry.
Okay, super.
I had some troubles with internet. I hope that now you can see me and hear me. I have to say that it's a great pleasure to be again in this and to participate again in this education, because last year was unique and the best, and I can hardly wait to see what will this new one bring. We can say that we have the best mentors, the best educators that we get in this 10 teams and 10 weeks. This project development ideas and everything that we get from here is unique, because you get all support from the beginning till the end. So from the idea development till the submission of your project, you have everything that you have doubts, they are here for you. Kind of help you need. Also, when you get your account on this, you have all the materials available all the time.
We are losing you a little, Alma.
Really?
Yeah.
Sorry, it's my internet probably. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, so I just wanted to say that all the materials that you share with us, they are very precious, and we can have them all the time at one place, and we can use them anytime we need them, from the templates to the videos, materials, everything. Also, the new methodology that you shared with us. I mean, everything that I say is just precious, and everything that you share with us is something that we can use for the whole life, not only for this education. So thank you, Igor, for everything you give us.
Super. Thank you very much, Alma. I'm really looking forward this year as again to see what your team will produce. I need to say that it's very important that they are from Bosnia and Herzegovina, meaning that are outside of European Union and still they cooperate. You know, our team really know how to grab the people outside of European Union to bring additional value to it. So if you really want to somebody from Georgia or some from United States, from Philippines, this is not a problem. You just need to know what you want to have from this, and I will give it total. I will give it the total, step by step what you need to do in order to get, people from partners country, as I said. Another real testimony, another 2 minutes I will take to Giacomo from Italy. He was just not able to participate again, and I will start with this. I hope you hear the sound.
Hello, everybody.
Can you
Hello,
hear?
Igor. And my name is Giacomo. Sorry for this recording, but I'm having a yoga course right now. I teach yoga, but I had many other experiences in my life. I have been a trainer for almost 25 years. I'm a trainer still now. And I worked in courses design. I work in tourism, in finance, in banking, and for a few years my team and I, we participated in European projects, but only as partners. And we decided to learn how to write them and to bring our ideas and hearts in the projects. And meeting Igor and his team was decisive for 2 reasons. After many other courses, first of all, the great human energy that allows you to receive much more than the slides and informations in the slides that you see. And second, the practical informations that you receive that are very practical, very useful. How can I say, the value of these experiences hundreds of times more that you can pay is absurd. This is my second course with Igor, and I will have a third. And I do it because there is always something more to know. In Igor, I have found a very good teacher, a reliable partner, and if you want, Igor, if you agree, even a truly and sincere friend. I can only thank him and all his team, and Galena, my mentor, thank you very much, Galena, for this beautiful experience. And I can say only one thing to everyone: enjoy this course. Take everything you can from Igor, but enjoy, because thanks to him and his team, any place you want in the world really can become your office. Thank you, Igor, for this opportunity, and see you in Italy. Bye, everyone.
Thank you very much, Giacomo, for that. I hope that, you get what you want from live testimonials. There are a lot of people here who already participated in previous years. So if somebody wants still another testimonial, we can invite them to really start from again. Okay, the next thing, mentoring. I believe that this is our secret weapon because nobody is doing that before us, or still, I don't know if there is other option to do the same in Europe. And this is my project management team. I believe that this is the best team in the world, not just the Europe. We become very good friends, and if you think that we are just sitting behind a computer, this is not the truth. We are working really hard. Everybody wants to be the expert in this field. And actually, I need to say only once this year we were together for the first time meeting, because they were, for all the countries from Portugal, Slovenia, Croatia, Bosnia, Slovakia, Bulgaria, a lot of different countries, and we are working very hard together. We just yesterday counted it. We have 48 different education online just for our work with you, and this is truly a theme which I'm inspired with. So mentors as your help. Actually, all of you will give it directions, will tell you what to do and what not to do when you will start to have your problems. Or let's say, not problem, we don't have a problem, just, some, how is called, some challenges. We don't have a problems. So all of us will guide you with the tools, examples, and provide assistance, and of course push you all when is needed. And this is possible long-term cooperation. We are working very hard with you as well, and then we'll try to help you to make your project the best. So mentors in your application phase, what they are doing, so there is two aspects for application writing. And when you need to write about project management, about documentation, which you need to have to start application project, where is the e-form, what you need to do, how you will apply, how to create the finances, and e-forms. This is the really daunting at the beginning if you do it for the first time, and you just need to do development of section, which is very important for your project idea. So mentors will do this big help where you don't know what to do and you can focus on your idea. This is general goal of your mentors. So instead to throw you into the water to do everything about that, you can focus on a project idea, and then it will really help you to do the all other stuff, which is, for the first time when you enter the Erasmus Plus is not so important for you. But in any case, at the end of the day, evaluators check everything. So, mentoring in idea development phase. So at the beginning, we will have idea development phase. This is unique approach. As I said, a lot of people just open the e-form and start to write something. We are doing idea development for the first 5 weeks. Then we start to write something in the application. When we know that idea is proper, is working, that is connected, that is improved, they have innovation, then we are starting with everything else. And in your application, you will get a lot of feedbacks of all of your mentors. What is good, what is not good, and everybody of you will get, idea feedbacks on your vision, problems and evidence about innovation, results, impact. So you can, know what is working and what is not working. And then in some point, all ideas will be evaluated, and best 10 ideas are invited to further one-to-one mentoring, meaning that, first 10 will have this one-to-one meeting, which will have additional training. So if you will have 10 weeks and 10 sessions, all together, they will have 5 sessions with the mentors to work on this, while that's why I'm saying 10 weeks, 10 teams. In 10 weeks, we will educate 10 teams. What about others? Everybody will get, every support we can have, just we cannot write with you because this is too much work on us. So our goal is to help you to submit the application. And of course, we will help you all the way to evaluate what you're doing. And, that's why we always have more than 10 projects approved. That it does not mean that only 10 projects will go approved. It does not mean if you're the mentoring, that somebody will be mentor one-to-one that will get approved. No, there is no, guarantees for that. But at least 10 projects, 10 teams will go further. Why I'm telling you that? 10 is our obligation. If we will have more people and more chance we will even get more people in our one-to-one education, because every year we did more than 10. So probably this year as well, but we will go to the 10 with the guarantee. What does that mean, mentoring in project development phase? So everybody, this will get, who will be in this 10 teams will get, his own mentor. They will get a coaching file, meaning that we will, all what is agreement, what is, you will not get the dates, you will get the links, and everything will be organized in a way that to really work with your team. Yes, as Gaspar said, as good the project may be, there is always the human factor of the evaluator. This is very important that, sometimes we see that we also had one project, Borod developed it, which we got approved for the first time, and then applicant, which was one municipality, at the end of the day, because they changed mayor, they said, okay, we will not cooperate and we need to drop the application. And we reapplied the same project with the same things, and the second time we didn't got it approved. How this is possible? Human factor. So yeah, we will go for the third time with that, and we will do it. So very important stuff. We are starting, our academy lab. This is our internal structure when we try to develop something new. What we did here is just the foundation for much more things we are developing now. So I will show you what we are doing in the lab now. One of the very important things is in the January 22, we will get Erasmus Plus ready manual. So Borut, who is the author, can you jump in and explain what you're doing?
Yes,
here?
I can.
Okay.
If you'd like to move to the next slide. One more thing before we start, if you have any questions, feel free to write them in the chat, maybe at the end of the meeting or at some other time. We'll, of course, try to address all of them. And another fair warning, since I'm currently in Croatia and Croatia is playing against Argentina, if you feel some firecrackers or the whole building starts to shake, that probably means we scored a goal, just so you know. Okay, thank you. What I wanted to do with this product is also with sort of a story. I've been a part with Igor for a while, not only because he's my father, but because I'm equally passionate about European projects. And I've been a part of many trainings and workshops, and also many different events that we had, some for European projects, some for trainings like this. And I would often take notes, and with those notes came lists, with those lists came chapters, and with a chapter you have a whole outline for a book. And while making different notes for different sort of events, I came to realize that this in itself can be a type of a guide. So the methodology of 10 weeks, 10 teams that you will have throughout this course, I've created into a written form. So this book is for anybody who wants to write a successful project while still preferring some traditional access. If you like something that that's in a digital form, or if you prefer to write it out, just to follow it that way, this is definitely a manual and a booklet for you. So if we use the methodology that helped over 300 teachers, educators, and small business owners previous years, then maybe you would also like to have it in this written form. Because with this manual, you can save time and money by trying to have examples and researching and learning from others that have been successful in the project. So I took the methodology and loaded it with different examples. Most of the projects that I worked on that have been very successful, to give you sort of guidance in every step of the way. So you can follow the course the same way you follow the book. You have every single step set up from you, from idea generation to project submission. So everything is taken care of for you with a lot of frameworks, with templates, with examples, showing you exactly what works and doesn't work. So you learn how to accurately select the right ideas, conduct research, and write compelling text for application. This equips you with the knowledge necessary to increase your chances of success and tell a story that your project wins. So I may or may not be one of the mentors for these courses, but if you have this sort of material and buy this sort of book, you have your own personal mentor to guide you there. So this is a framework that includes resources from our trainings and webinars. Make sure that the project proposal is thoroughly checked and verified. So you have a comprehensive guide. So whether you're an experienced grant writer or just started working on applying on projects, this is a book that provides necessary tools to help create a winning proposal. So if you'd like to go for the next slide, if you'd like to read more about it, learn more about this book, you can buy the pre-sale until the 15th of January, and I'll send you a certificate that certifies that you will get the book on Sunday, January 15th, 2023. So that can be a nice Sunday morning as a little gift for you. And in the next slide, I also have a link for you if you'd like to read more of the information. I'll send the link also in the chat if you're going to be interested. So it's bit.ly/presale E+ Ready. So the book is called E+ Ready Project Developer's Manual. So this is the manual that you might be interested if you like physical products. Well, it's a digital product, but you can print it physically if you'd like to. I'm trying to keep everything green, but yeah, if you have more questions about it, feel free to ask in the chat or at the end of the evening, and I'll link it to the chat as well. Thank you, Igor.
Okay, in any case, I really suggest that you will buy this in the pre-sale. It's 30% off. Before is 20 euros, now is 14.99, which is actually, you know, a beer and a coffee, you know, if you want to give you a really nice present for the Christmas and have some supplements when you go to the project writing, this is what you can, you know, order right now. So I strongly suggest to go with that, you know, and in the chat, you also have the links for that. So thank you, Boris, for that. You know, what we also have in the April 2023, I will start Erasmus Plus project management course. Management course, because I know that the project, you know, Erasmus Plus management is fundamentally different than the project management in business. And why I'm telling this? Because I was in both, you know, worlds, and I know the difference. And the difference is, you know, if you're doing the business, you know, always there is educated project managers. Well, you know, in the Erasmus Plus is different. Everybody's learning. First is the experience, then is growth. You know, you will have the newcomers, you will have somebody who will have problem with the digital skills, you know, don't know what is the organizational management skills for everything, you know, what is the needed documentation. And in our management course, we would like to answer the question like, what documentation do we need in any step? Or what is our next step? What we need to do? Who will do what? Or how is our indicators? You know, even people don't know what the indicators are after they, you know, start to participate in the project because they never developed the project. They just, you know, was entered because there's somebody else in the school write the project and you need to be project management. And there is a lot of, you know, problem to start to work with this. And what are our results? You know, what is the quality? What is the quality assurance trail? You know, timesheets, dissemination records, you know, meetings minutes, evaluation report, budget. All those stuff is really daunting for somebody who is coming. So my management course will be, you know, something which will be really hands-on training and will be, you know, based on the real event. So we will say, we'll start, you know, we have this and this event, or we will have, for example, we need to develop this and this, how we will organize this, what document do we need, how we'll step it, what tools do you will need. You know, in that case, you know, we will have, you know, 10 weeks of different cases to really teach you what is the management of Erasmus Plus project. Then we will also talk about the project management task file. What is the task file? You know, everybody who is working with me already know what is the task file. This is the general in the system which holds your data when you do the project, and what is the task detail, who needs to do what, what is the links for the results, what we did in the dissemination, what is the timesheets, how you will do the timesheets. We already have all the templates for you not to try to do it again from the beginning, or how to do the report. For us now, it's just one day event, which we need to start to do it. But for a lot of people, is this just something which is very difficult to understand? January 2023. Writing projects text with artificial intelligence. This is one very, daunting thing. A lot of people really think how some robot or software or whatever can write a project. Yes. In the last 2 years, our team really tried to figure it out. What is the possibility beyond artificial intelligence, and how to start to do something which is useful, and still you will just need part of the time which you need before to develop something. So this is one of the examples. Writing text with artificial intelligence tools is, we need to tell, it is just a tool. A lot of people is afraid, what is now artificial intelligence? It's nothing else than a tool, and will not take over the world, you need to know. But it's excellent tool. It's really excellent, like you have somebody who is working for you. And this is the example, and I will do now my first online, let's say, live show how I'm doing this with artificial intelligence and what this intelligence can do for you. For example, we have a project which starts with that. The vision of the project is to make morning physical icebreakers in primary school to create a good classroom climate for children and prepare them for education. At the beginning, kids are really restless, they talk, we need something to stop them and to prepare to education. We figure it out that, if physical icebreaker is a really good thing. So for that, we need to write the impact section for the thing. So what I will do here is I will stop this presentation just for copying this part, and I will, do it later as well. Just a second. So we are doing everything now again from the beginning. Okay. So this is my text. I have it now in the clipboard. So I will go to the software. And we have this tool is called Jasper. And this is our artificial intelligence. And this system understands comments. So I will just paste here our vision. And then I will ask the system, write a paragraph about possible impact of morning physical physical routine, and what impact does it have on academic performance. And I will just click the generate. And it takes about, let's say, 10 to 30 seconds. And every time I'm curious how long it would be. But look, this is your text. And you say, Modern physical icebreakers in primary school have the potential to positive impact on the classroom atmosphere, promoting positive social interaction between students. Additional research has shown that physical activity can improve academic performance. You have ready text in 10 seconds. And what I'm doing then, I will just, getting some, because they say, okay, a research show, that physical activity can help improve academic performance. Okay, so this, I will go to another software which search academic articles and see does physical activity can help improve academic performance, and I will check it. And the system will go to over the internet and find all the academic performance and see. Comprehensive physical activity targeted to increase both aerobic fitness and motor skills have potential positive effect on academic performance. And you have the link to the full text, and you have link to the, to the research, to the authors, and this is exactly what you need to have for the persuasive. You can just share the findings, copy that, and you have evidence that this is true. And then what I will do, this is my active morning routine. This is the impact section, which I already started to develop it before with, with this system. I will then at the end of the day copy it, go to the Grammarly, which is another tool, and ask him improve it. You can see there's a lot of things to improve it, And what I said, try to improve readability, and instead of huge, she said maybe significant is better, or your punctuation is not good, and then try to change this. Maybe is more clear if you will do it that way. You miss this is spelling. You should rephrase that. Delete things. Again, rewrite for clarity. And then you see what we will do. And below you see a readability score. Everything above 40 means that this is somebody who finished the primary school can understand. And this is the very important phase, when you will do it in the primary school. So at the end of the day, or the end of this thing, you will have this text done in less than 5 minutes. And this is the impact of the artificial intelligence tools. Not only that, you can, do something like that, let's say you can put your microphone and you can talk with artificial intelligence. Look. Write me a sentence about connection between academic performance and physical activity. And you do generate. And you have your passage done. And again, go through the process to the Grammarly. So, in the past 2 years, we try to figure it out. What is the best thing and what is the best tool to do it? And this is one of the examples. We are doing it for the development of the content. We are using it for the all other things. And, this is great time saver. Absolutely important. So if you want to really start to, play with it, this is the link for the tool. This is my affiliate link, which means also that it is not more expensive for you, but if you will buy it, you know, because it's not for free, you have 5 days free as well. But if you will use by this link, that will mean that I will be responsible to help you how to do it. So I strongly recommend to use this link when you will, you know, try to play with it. Borut, can you please also put it into the chat, so if somebody is interested can do it
Yeah,
later.
no problem.
Okay, so this is the thing which is highly beneficial for our work. Also, this is another consensus. I already show you how this system search all the academic papers and give you really good option. Instead of going through the internet to the, you know, ResearchGate or all other things, you can use it here very quickly without any, you know, this is for free for now, you know. And if you will, they have really nice business model. If you will give something to charity, you will get this for free for life. So, you know, this is what I really love, you know, giving the impact and give you the proper tools. So I strongly suggest to use both those software to improve your project writing. If you will not be with us on the 10 weeks 10 teams, if you will be with us, I will, you know, in any case, give you the opportunity to use those softwares. So let's go in another 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes, how to 2023 education will look like. As I said, this is 10 weeks online coaching and online mentoring, I will need to say. In the first 4 meetings, so today is week 0, so today we are still not doing you know, education. I just want to present what we have here. So next week we will have initial call and select how the best project idea, how to select it, then we'll go to the problem and causes. So all those boxes are from our scheme, which I showed you from at the beginning. From the week 5, we will start application writing and also mentoring one-on-one. And then on the week 9 and week 10, we will have finance development and final evaluation. And normally what we are doing is maybe extra 1 or 2 calls to, you know, check about the correction for the application. You know, sometimes national agency, you know, needs some extra things, and I will, you know, let you know what is that. And then you will do the submission of the application. Deadline is March 23rd. So for this year, March 23rd is the deadline for the submission of the application of Erasmus+. So as I said, the first 3 weeks, we will do the development of the project idea, and then we'll go the feedback of by the coaches and the mentors and give you for other things. Then I will also go, I need to say that this is very important. You will get the feedback from all different mentors here, you know, not just one, you know, at least you can hear already 3 different mentors. So you'll not get the feedback from one mentor. Normally, if we can, all of our mentors will go through your idea and you will get really extensive feedback like this post-its in your thing. So you will get the feedback, and then you will get the updates, recommendations, and then my team will evaluate all project's idea and we will select the mentors for the teams. So last year we have 31 different teams advanced after project idea development, and then at the end of the day 20 teams submitted the application, and after the 6 months we figured it out that we have 14 projects approved, which means 70% approval rate, you know, if you're doing this. So from weeks 5 to 8 you will also start to do the partners selection. Why not before? I will tell you why. the old way that we say, okay, me and Biljana and Gordana, we will have a project together. Maybe can work, but actually normally is not working, just because maybe you will have idea which I don't know anything about. How can I participate? How can I do the, the impact? Maybe I can do experience and growth, but I will not do the, the final impact. Idea is that we're working just the partners who knows about the ideas and know how to do it. That's why selection of the partners is just on the week 5 onwards. And then application writing with the mentors and of course with the Jasper in artificial intelligence. Then you will also have your own guide, what you need to do, and you will just check what you already did. And the system will say, okay, you're 79% done with your application. And this is a really nice tool that, until then you need to have this. And if you have already red numbers, mean that your 4 different tasks are behind, you need to hurry up. So, we have already developed a lot of different small tools which will really give you the idea where you are in the complete process. So no, don't start, 5 days before. Here you also have 80 days available, still 80 days from that. So, this is the tool, what we are doing. So in the week 9, we will do the finance development, expert evaluation, all the corrections, and yeah, this is for the last year. This year is 23rd of the March 2023. So we will have it. I will also introduce you to the participative writing inside the project teams, because sometimes team number 1 have very similar idea with the team number 3, and if I can, of course, with the permission of the team, give you the access to their application, you can learn how they did, and you can improve your writing. So inside of this system, different teams will do different connection, and you will get the different examples, not just from me, but you will learn from the other participants as well. This is like a Tinder for the Erasmus Plus partnership. You will have, you can meet your best partner here. And one of the best things here is you already know how this partner is performing. If you include somebody who you don't know just from the Facebook ad, you don't know if they are proper, if they are doing, if they really have the skills or just writing something. Here you will see what they are doing, how their attitudes, if you like them. So this is so I will highly encourage you to find the partners about for your project inside of our mentors. Yes, mentors can also be your partners, and also inside your group here first, because all of us share the same methodology, and this is the good idea. So you will give and you will receive, and this is really really nice. Thanks. We will also have our our workspace dedicated e-learning course, when you will have everything ready. Those spreadsheets I already show, it's for you, and you will have access to all webinar recordings. As Alma said before, all our recordings today will be cut into the lectures about 10 minutes long. So you can go directly to this thing and say, okay, this is, for me, this can be used, this is important for me today. So you will know what you will do. So this is the nice stuff. This is how online classroom is look like. The people who already is in the education with us on the Zoom today knows that they already have access to this. And look, last year we have 84 videos. If 84 videos cannot help you to create the project, then okay. fill in the dots. But in any case, I believe that this is a really great resource, what you can do, and this is lifetime access. So you will have this until the end of the life, you know. What is then benefits for participation in the education? Of course, all necessary knowledge and skills, project writing strategies, new partners, as I said, for the future work and learning, and of course, finished application. Our goal is finished application, meaning that you can be sure if you follow our steps at the end of the day or the end of the March, you will have your project ready for the submission. So this is our goal. But I can teach you how to do the push-ups, but you will need to do the push-ups on your own. You know, that means you will need to invest some time, change mindset, follow my steps, but I believe this is possible to do. Okay, what is our schedule? So general plan is next and first session start on the December 19th, on the Monday. Why? Because in general, it's on the Tuesday at 7 o'clock as today. Just this first session is on Monday because on the 20th, I'm in Skopje on one kickoff, and Biljana knows, and she's laughing now. And I need to do it before that. But, you know, Tuesday evenings is for Igor. Just put it into the calendar. And sessions are today intro call, then we'll have 10 standard sessions, as I said before, and 2 extra possible sessions if we will need to, you know, finish something. So generally, every year I do at least 13 different sessions to help you to do what you need to do. So time plan is, as I said, Monday 19th and the 10th if on the February 28th. So this is 10 sessions. So this should indicate that we will finish just 1 week, 1 month before the deadline. So we have time to finish after the education. So again, what I will teach you very quickly, so you will see what is the plan. So we will, you know, understand this from how to go from current situation to improved situation. We will understand all those evidence here, all those sectors, all those boxes, what we are doing, how they are connected. Because this is very important. If you have this in mind later, it's very easy to write the project because you understand what will follow. Then we will give you the different tools, how to create, you know, for example, problem tree, how to do the causes and consequences for that, and you know, this is different thing. I will also give you, you know, how to access different, let's say, templates, because we have templates also on the paper form, and Borut already said in this book, you can use it and print it. And what is very important, in some specific moment in the project, we need to check if our project results fulfill the needs back. At the beginning, we said this is a problem. That means that somebody have the needs for a change, and we will develop something, you know, then we need to check back this really what we'll develop really fulfill the needs, will really change something. And this is why all those things is important when I create those templates. I will also give you the one very important tool, the bridging tool, you know, which will connect the needs and wants with the final recipients. What does that mean? Needs and wants are, for example, we know that obese people need, you know, more physical exercise. And you can create, you know, good program for a physical exercise, but if they don't want to use it, It's a waste of time. So how you will connect needs and wants that people want to use your tool, and because evaluator will ask you later, how do you know that your system or your result will be used? Will kids, whoever is your target group will use these results or not? So I'll give you the tool how to connect and of course now find the innovation for that. I will also give you the kitchen approach to understand the results, at the beginning when you want to have the meal and you want to have the lunch and you have cooking recipe, I will teach you what are needs and the results and activities and how activities need to, check back if they will develop results and how the results should check back if this fulfill the needs. So this is the thing which evaluator will ask you, without giving you at the beginning, what you need to do. So you need to understand this to check it. And I also give a different implementation strategy for the project, because it's very important that evaluator knows how he will implement the project, who will do it, what partner will do it. One should be a methodology partner, another be implementation partner. What is the country for motor? What means letter of intent? What is the implementation? This is the different approach of the project, and I will give you, different options how to implement a project based on your idea. So I will give you more, thing. And I will give you really a lot of different project writing advices. This is how a evaluator may see some of the ideas hidden, like this a Dalmatian dog into the Pebble Beach, probably, invisible. And that's why some of your ideas is the same. So your goal is to make a project which stands out. And a useful question you have, how we are different. Would I give money from my pocket if somebody offered me this idea? You always need to ask yourself, will you give 200,000 euros for something you are developing here or not? You will make difference, which is cost 250,000 euros maybe, or 60,000 euros for a small scale. Then you start to think about project a little different. Yes, this is your project idea, this is your business, so you need to have answers for that. So again, why vision? There is no question about the vision, the project application. So, if you go to my website and see, and the Facebook as well, that I always say to start with project vision. Because one sentence vision is the best tool to arouse evaluators' interest. Why is that important? Because evaluator is also human being. They want to read something nice. And if you will, suggest writing your project like a story, which will be motivational, engaging, that will be very important for the good evaluator. So I will give you the vision of the project to improve, this is the vision of the project. And so don't try to explain how. I already told you, we will do it here. Omitting how in the vision is your tool to make evaluator even more interesting. This is the tool we are doing. We will change this world, and then how? This is the second. So advice is that always keep evaluator intrigued and interested, and this is important factor. And you also need to know, this is from theory of the information exchange. At the beginning, somebody who is listening have this ability to receive information. At the end of the day, they have just received this. And just mind that you have evaluator who already read, let's say, 15 all other application now. How much time do you have to persuade the evaluator? Do you think they are subjective or objective? And I need to tell you, I was evaluator for the 5 years. And, when I figure it out back times, I know that I inside me decided for the project if will be approved or not in the first 10 minutes. In the first 10 minutes. And from the basic information which you gave me. And all other time, maybe I will spend the whole day on the application. I just try to find excuses for my initial decision. If I will say, wow, this is nice things, I will all the stuff try to find the supporting material to decide, yes, this is good project. So we have 10 minutes. That's why I'm saying that you need to show important information as soon as possible in application. And that's why introductory phase is so important. So when we are doing project together, I'm the one who is getting into the first section and redoing to really make the story very fluently with a high readability score to make big impact. And that is really how to do the good approach when you're writing. I will also teach you how to write or tell a story. You know, a lot of people is, this should be done. Start of the story, end of the story. But a lot of, start of the story, details, wait, I need to go back. What is the talking about? Apologize. I've been, talking too long, end of story. Now, not very complicated. So you need to really understand how to give the idea very quickly and in the right way. So if you write complicated text, evaluator will think that you don't really know what you are trying to say. This also means that you went too many times back and tried to change something and you didn't read the complete sentences. So no, this is the real fact. So always you need to focus on why and explain your mission, which you give your power on the application. So, for example, story of why. This is one of the things. Just one sentence. Just listen to this. If you say many old local crafts have been forgotten or are even unknown to the younger generation due to globalization. But if you will start with the why, due to globalization. And now I know that what we are talking about. Many old local crafts can be forgotten. Totally different. The same sentence. But here you are waiting why have been forgotten and you're anxious and you start to thinking, and you're not focusing. This is clear. Just one sentence, how is important when you're writing it. Readability. I already told you there are a lot of different readability, and I'll give you different tools. This is just one of those. I will tell you what is the persuasion framework. I will tell you how your conscious mind and unconscious mind thinking to give you, some reasoning, and why, how a pattern in your life is important in your life. And I will give you about storytelling, and I will teach you, and this is one of the nice, good, effective communication, the patterns of easy influence. So there is a framework, how you need to start to tell something, how you need to end to tell something, to really know, what you want to tell, to be persuasive. So storytelling actually means how to organize your non-structured project data into story, which is easy to comprehend and remember. So I will give you the tool how to write your project in a story and get 81% acceptance rate. So this is my mission. Again, persuasion framework. There is millions of persuasion frameworks out there, and I'll just give you 2 or 3 of them. And idea about the persuasion framework is another example of patterns. Persuasion framework skips a rational mind and directly influence emotion. And emotion is what, evaluator is looking for. And if you'll say, with our project will, improve the life of something is emotion. And, yes, let's do it. How we will do it. And then you have evaluators who is listening to you. So I will give you a million examples for application, how you need to do why in LTT description, in the results description. I will give you my poor needs analysis, so my failures, how I did it wrong, so you can see how you should not do it. I will give you how I doing with the evaluation criteria, what I need to do in the specific sector and what I need to do. So you will, have opportunity to write it. And how to properly describe partners in the application, because this is very important. If the evaluator will see a project is good, but your partner is not capable to create a project, this is not thing. Okay, a lot of talking. So how to join? Currently 73 people already enrolled, so we will take another 27 people. We will allow maximum 100 people in the class. Why? Because we need to keep quality of education. I told a lot of things we need to do, and everything what I do, I try to do really good quality, because I want you to next time come again here and say, yes, this education is the best. I want to really give you the power, and I want to give you approved application. So, 100 people, 10 teams will be part of advanced one-to-one mentoring, but all teams will have support in development of final application. So this is our obligation, what to do it. So deadlines for payments or enrollment, this is, sorry, from last year, because we already have this. So engagement fee for a course. Why I'm saying engagement fee? This is not payment, because with the payment, with this payment, what you paid, we cannot cover our cost. Why we are doing this? Because we believe with a good project, we will also be the partners. And then if we are doing our job really properly, we'll be paid by the project budget. So this is so why the engagement fee? Because we have the first and the second year, we have for free, and we have a big, stop of people. When things got really difficult to write, people just said, oh, I will not do it because it's for free. I can stop. What is for free is not good. So we stop doing that. So that's why we will have this engagement fee all the time. It's just small engagement fee, but you can do it. This is when you will, if somebody wants to participate, is in the, you can also buy the book for additional $14.99 here. So normally it's €91 plus the book. If you want to buy it together, €113. So for that, if you will divide it by 10, because the 10 weeks, you will pay about €10 per week. 2 coffees. So is that education worth 2 coffees per week or not? So this is what you need to figure it out. So in any case, we still give you 100 no risk guarantee. If you say, no, this is not good, we will return the money, this engagement fee. So probably we just don't have common, let's say, energy, if nothing else. So you can buy with the credit part. So this is our enrollment with the credit part payment. So everyone who is now looking on the Facebook, and we will also give on the Facebook these links. So maybe Borut, if you can give all the links also to the Facebook pages to have all those on this one side.
No problem.
Okay, super. So this is the end of our presentation. I need to say, I hope that you get overview what you will do in those 10 weeks, that you get the insight what we already doing. And I believe that you see that this is not just small course. This is not, something which we got from the internet and now we want to replicate. This is a lot of energy before that to develop it. And I need to say the best project you will ever work on is you. So this is just for you. And then those 3 phases, as I said, experience at the beginning when you just go somewhere and want to, travel. At beginning, then you will start to grow, and then you will give the back. This is no other way. So let's work on you. And I'll do it later is something never owned a freaking Bugatti. So you need to start today. This is no option, what we are trying to say is that you need to do the first step if you want to do the journey. There is no other option. So let's start with the first thing, and you'll see if this is for you or not. And if you're ready to learn something about the project development, this is the link to enroll now. And now, time for questions, if somebody still have a questions. If you're enrolled, super, thank you for the trust and for the confidence. I'm really confident that we will give back a lot, just something which is really us. We are really trustful people. So if not, I invite you to Slovenia very soon, at least if you don't want to go the skiing. Just 2 weeks ago, they started the ski season. So yes, if not today, at least in 1 year when we will have a project together, I will invite you, on the kickoff here, and we will have the, really good session here on the slope of the Maribor. My friend Alexandra, who wrote the Infinity, said, yes, I want to come to, be a few days also on the ski slope. So I'm inviting you. So thank you very much for everybody who was here to have, let's say, introduction. I hope that I gave you a lot of energy. I hope that I give you some inspirational story. I hope that you are now really pumped to start journey with us. Thank you very much. See you on the Monday of 19. Bye.
Thank you. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
See you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.